get their bites. Noni de la Peña and Miss Peggy Weil.
Hello. We're going to use one of our 3 minutes to show you a very short excerpt from what we showed in the reality continuum. You'll see a second of 2 projects. One is called On Gitmo, a collaboration between the 2 of us to show a Guantanamo prison installation in Second Life. And the second is a head-mounted display simulation, done in collaboration with the Event Lab in Barcelona to give the experience of being in a interrogation.
Both of these projects are examples of something we're prototyping that we call immersive journalism, which is how do we tell news, nonfiction, documentary stories in an immersive and experiential way, in a way that you actually experience the story. And because I focus a lot on human rights issues, we use human rights stories around empathy to begin to prototype this process. So we can go ahead and roll the film, please.
As soon as I had put on my orange jumpsuit, I was thrown into the back of a C-17 transport plane and...
You are immediately bound, and then a black hood comes over the vision of your avatar.
Shut up!
We then integrated some sounds that were based on descriptions of what real detainees heard. When the black hood is removed, you find that you're in a cage. Most of the footage is from original Defense Department shots of detainees in Guantanamo Bay.
A replica of Camp Delta will be added to this Camp X-ray soon.
This is our second experience, the head-mounted display. And the individual is hearing an interrogation played through a wall. So they're actually in this position when they're wearing the head-mounted display. They see it first there, and then they see it in a virtual mirror, which is the avatar itself. They're wearing a breathing strap, and that avatar matches the actual individual subject's breathing. So that's how we try and get you to sort of experience these stories.
But the stories are based on primary sources. The interrogation log was made from actual transcripts. The C-17 transport plane you saw was made from actual footage. So we're very interested in actually applying this to nonfiction.
The second thing we're going to show for Antonio Camará, who unfortunately isn't with us today, he is working on augmented reality in his company Y Dreams in Lisbon, Portugal, and he's doing these projects. We need a clicker. If you want to click through it for us, we don't have a clicker. So he's doing a very interesting project where he's actually installing these kind of booths along the estuary there, and the booths actually show augmented information that you can view through the screens in the booth. The augmented information allows everything from looking at historical images of the estuary to all kinds of information about the wildlife, the threats against pollution, etc. So that when you come to a viewing station, you actually can get a lot more information than you'd expect. So they are also working on using the space in various different, I'm sorry, we're out of time on Hussein, but that gives you pretty much an overview of his really extraordinary virtual reality stuff, which is more than just a handheld, but also changing the way that we look at spaces that we interact with when we're out and about in a city, or in this case, an estuary environment. So thank you very much.